Greetings, everybody. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel here on YouTube, Gaming Grandpa OG, where I react and review the various video games with music, as well as uploading a lot of my gaming content that I do regularly daily here in the channel. But I've taken on a new adventure where I'm going to look at reacting and reviewing reviews of new games, up and coming new indie games, I believe, through a friend of mine who reviews and reacts and gives guides, and that would be my man Blue Suit. Check him out. The original link will be listed as the original link will be his channel link, so check it out. Great game reviews, incredible game reviews. So we're gonna kick back, relax, and check it out and see if this format might work, and see what kind of great creativity he's bringing to his game, because I don't think I can review games like he can. I can react to music and music stuff, but let's breaking down stuff, different style, genre. But gonna have a listen, gonna have a look, check it out, see what we can do, get a few extra eyes on his videos, possibly in his channel, as well as mine, of course, as we move forward. So the name of the game today looks like Dinkum, and I've got a little bit of info about the game itself before we hit play. Let me see what we got. So we got that with that. So today he's doing a Dinkum review. This is an Australian-inspired crafting life sim. Is off to a great start with a solid foundation and great co-op experience. Thank you, James Benden, for getting a copy for Blue Suit to review this. And let's kick back, check it out. Always look for new games to review and react to here myself in this channel, so please drop me some links and some requests. You don't even need to be the sub. I'll pick it up. We'll check it out. Okay, so I'm ready to roll. It's time. Let's rock and roll. Let's check it out. Let's see how my man Blue Suit gets it done. Looking forward to it. Here we go. Blue Suit.
Be going over my
Here we go. Let's do it again.
good day. My name is
I like
Blue
his
Suit.
voice.
Today I'll be going over my review of the early access Outback inspired co-op farming and life sim known as Dinkum. In Dinkum, you play as a brand new explorer who just arrived on your very own island, where you'll craft and farm in an Australian Outback inspired land filled with kangaroos, crocodiles, and giant wombats.
I like the look of that.
As the game begins, you're treated to a Stardew style intro where you leave the big gray town of South City, where everyone works in a depressing industrial life. One day you accept an offer to work on a mysterious island, so you pack up and set sail on an airship with your new pal Fletch, who serves as Dinkum's Tom Nook, guiding your journey.
Chevy Chase, baby.
Debt.
I just watched that the other day.
You can name your island whatever you want, and
Christmas
each time
movie.
you start a new game, its layout is completely randomized. Your first task is to decide where to put down your base tent, a decision that will heavily impact the course of your game. Your island is actually pretty large, with several biomes stretched across the surface.
First, quick pause for that copyright cosplay. I like how he lines up and he gives you an outline on how to start the game, what's vital importance of to get rolling in the game, what needs to be done first and foremost, instead of wandering around and dying and not knowing what to do. So I dig that big time.
With a smattering of rivers and lakes throughout. All these areas have different flora and fauna, and a big part of Dinkum is collecting them all in your museum. No small task with how many different biomes and seasons there are. Along with your base tent, you'll need to build a house in a general store where the core gameplay loop begins. Everything on your island can be sold in your general store for a high price, where you can then purchase new tools and items that let you continue farming, mining, foraging, and hunting. There's really no shortage of stuff to do, even in this stage of early access. And fans of the genre will be pleased to see core gameplay elements return here, like character creation, relationships, fishing, decorating, and light terraforming. Fishing is one area where I really had a lot of fun. I
gotta say, I really dig Blue Suit's way of going about this, man. He's got a nice, strong voice, energetic voice, very well spoken, breaking it down, man. Really breaking it down, giving you good concept ideas as to what the game's about and how to move forward with the game. Superstardom there, bro. Good stuff, man. Great to see how you evolved when I first met you on Twitter there years ago.
Going in, I expected the same old minigame that we've seen 100 times, where you have to move a bar up and down until the fish is caught. Instead, nothing is really explained, and I ended up losing several fish before getting a handle on reeling in the fish when it's tired and letting the line out when it's fighting me. As you perform these daily tasks, you earn experience in that skill, and as you level it up, your abilities increase. At the same time, this experience can also unlock all important licenses for you to purchase. There are two primary currencies in the game, dinks and license points.
Dinks.
These license points can be spent to unlock loads of abilities in the game that range from basic mining and logging to hidden abilities like
I love how you're
traveling
flowing
and
through
piloting
this,
vehicles.
man.
Unlocking them all will
First
take most
rate
players
review.
well over a dozen hours, and with each one comes new gameplay mechanics and crafting recipes. Some, unfortunately, don't seem to be implemented yet, but they offer an exciting glimpse into what's coming, like the license to pilot flying vehicles. Your fellow island residents are also a big part of the experience in Dinkum, and cultivating these relationships will entice visitors to become permanent residents. Every so often, your island will get a visitor who provides a service, like the tailor who sells clothes or the farmer who offers seeds and gardening equipment. If you chat it up with them and do their daily quests, they'll eventually ask to become a permanent resident, and you can take out a loan to start building them a place to do business. These relationships, however, take a long time to grow, and currently there aren't a whole lot of other perks, as there are no romantic options or unlockables once you're closer with someone. That being said, though, there is a really cool hangout option where NPCs whom you're close with will follow you around and help you with your chores.
Seems like a game that's easy to flow through, roll around, move about.
That is chock-a-block with millions of
Easy
little
to see
things
everything
to occupy
going
your
on.
time that are satisfying and engaging. Stuff like decorating your town and filling up your museum with all the little bugs and aquatic life forms you've found is entire weekends worth of content just by themselves. But it is an early access game and does have a few questionable design choices that do really bug me. For one, breakable tools. I know it's the standard of the genre and every game does it, but having your tools break every other day is just the pits. You can't even craft new ones, and you have to go buy new tools when they break. So if they bust on a Sunday, you're up a creek because the general store is closed. Later on in the game, you can repair your tools, but it's a bit of a moot point because at that stage in the game, you're pretty resource heavy, so getting new tools isn't as big a deal anymore. My second gripe is in the mine shaft. When you finally pay an arm and a leg to build the mine shaft, then you have to pay a $25,000 fee per trip down into the mine.
Gotta get the
first
goodies,
time I
man.
went down there, I forgot my torch, so I came back up to get it, and I had to pay for a second pass just to get back down there.
Yeah,
then when you do
difficult.
get down there, you're plagued by a constant stream of endlessly spawning bats. Like everything in Dinkum, it's
XP, baby.
a lot more fun if
Roll
you can
that
wrangle
XP.
up a co-op group to go dungeon diving as a team, but if you're by yourself, it's really not worth it. Speaking of co-op, Dinkum
Good to
works
know.
great.
Great
You can take
points.
whatever you want into your friend's game via your suitcase, and then also take whatever.
So great concept, difficult to roll solo, grouping up. You can have some big time fun with it, of course, getting through it. I love playing a lot of solo stuff because of the content that I do. But it's great to team up. It's great to advance and explore with a group and really get into areas of games that you may not be able to get to while you're rolling solo. So that's great. I love that information Blue Suit gives us, man. Detailed, to the point, doesn't blabber on like I do a lot of the times, man. It gets right direct action, precise notes and information, which is awesome. Really make your gaming with the new games very much enjoyable and off to a great start.
Whatever you want from your friend's game when you leave. The last issue that really grinds my gears is that you can't pause the game. Dinkum flows in a way where one day leads into the next and so on until it's 2 o'clock in the morning and you wonder where the time went. But if you have to leave your keyboard for a minute, the only way to stop the clock is by exiting to the main menu. And the only way to save your game is by sleeping until the next morning. So it can be pretty inconvenient if you're often pulled away. You can pick up Dinkum when it launches on Steam on July 14th for $20 according to the press release. It does have a few issues, like I mentioned.
Sounds like a good price for a big
generic
game.
Art style that's going to cause some players to miss out on an otherwise stellar game. Performance-wise, it's a very stable experience.
That's
I only had a
always
few
good.
minor bugs that set me back. However, if you can get past that, you'll find dozens of hours in a charming Australian world with limitless potential for development. So I'm valuing Dinkum at $24 in its current state. And I do recommend that you pick it up,
nice.
especially if you have a friend to play co-op with.
Nice.
I hope you enjoy this review of Dinkum. As always, don't forget to like,
Blue Suit,
subscribe,
baby.
and let me know in the
Bring it.
comments what you thought about it. Until next time.
Outstanding. My man, getting it done. How about that? Loved it. Blue Suit. Get your face on the video, bro. Outstanding. Working great. Love the expertise on it. Just love the way you flowed with that. Just wonderful information for the game, wonderful information to start a new game with that Dinkum. Wow, love the name, love the way you presented it, loved your flow, loved everything about it, man. Big time. Hopefully it works out well. I enjoyed it. I like the idea of doing something like this. So chat, if you're interested, got links, requests, games, and reviews for me to check out. By all means, I want to up my reaction review game in this channel. By all means, if Blue Suits allows me, I'll go through his library of game reviews as well as other indie game producers that may have interest. So please let me know in the comments and we'll go from there. And until I see you all again soon with another review reaction coming soon, stay safe, my friends. Have a great day. Peace out.